Student-focused planning means that students participate in IEP development and other planning processes. Transition plans should always be centered on their interests and goals. In the following series of video clips, young adults, their parents, and service providers who attend a Deafblind Transition Institute discuss the importance of student-centered planning and students' hopes and dreams for their future education, careers, independence, and relationships.
Melissa, transition mentor, uses sign language.
One of my future goals is to go to the Helen Keller National Center. There I can learn different skills to help me become independent, like using a cane and reading Braille. I'd like to encourage the teens here to be open to taking advantage of these opportunities. I really regret that in the past I limited myself. Now I get it. I realize, and I'm ready to be open to every opportunity. I can be open to using an SSP or technology, and I am ready to do more. And I want to encourage others to do the same, keeping in mind that it is key for parents and teachers to be involved in the process. Through these relationships, we can find support from those who are open to the process.
Elizabeth, she is about 16 years old. She uses sign language.
I would suggest that they figure out what type of support they need, depending on their own level of deafblindness. Also, they shouldn't be afraid to ask others for help.
Melissa, young blonde woman.
My dream is to go to college at in Vanderbilt, and then I want to work with handicapped children because, I know a lot of disabilities, so I want to do that, like an aide or at a school or something like that.
Divya, transition mentor, uses sign language.
I have many different visions and goals for myself. One such vision is to hopefully get a job at some point in the future by obtaining the highest and best education available to me. Another goal is to be involved in an internationally coordinated effort to work with disabled individuals who are indigent.
Video. In a classroom, Danya shows a man some books.
Sometimes people who have disabled children don't have the money to provide them with a quality life.
The man nods. She gives him several books.
I'd like to help with building better schools and hiring teachers, which will improve their quality of life. I'd also like to be staff on a project similar to what we're doing here. I'd like to have a variety of employment experiences so that I can determine which role fits me best. In addition, I'm considering a role in politics, like running for office and being involved in government. This is something I'm still thinking about because I've only had a taste of it so far. I may want to do something with the United Nations. I have various options or paths I can pursue. I'd like to try them all until I can find something that encompasses these goals and becomes one clear path to follow.
Jeremy, transition mentor. He is sitting on a wheelchair. He is using sign language. A woman is sitting next to him.
I want to continue to work and I want to live long.
Jeremy smiles.
I want to get married.
He raises his hands, rubs his index fingers with his thumbs, and smiles.
And of course I want some money.
Jana Villamez.
Martha, can you give me some insight as to what led up to your family making the decision to come to the Institute?
We were contacted by our family specialist in North Carolina about the Institute. And at first I said, oh, we can't do it because we had other plans this week. And then the more I thought about it, I started thinking, gosh, our daughter's 16 now. She will be hopefully going off to college in a couple of years. And I realized, we really needed to do more to help her prepare for that. I felt like maybe we have not done as much as we should have in the past. I think we've tried to protect her or do more for her, And it really made me start thinking we really needed to do something. So I called them back and said, you know what, I think we've changed our minds. We really do want to come. So,
Great. And so now you're here, and
Yes.
last night was the first night. Tell me how you felt.
I was very excited that we had come and made the decision to come. I looked last night, and one of the activities they had when the students were all working together and having to collaborate on a little project they were doing, I realized this was great that she's here because she really needed that. It also made me start thinking about some of the things that we needed to do to help encourage her to do more. I mean, I think there have been things that we have done to help promote her, but I also think there have been things that we do for her more. And now that she's 16, I realize, you know, we really, especially when we were sitting in one of the parent meetings just recently, and they were talking about transitions and ways to help your child. And it made me realize how much more we really do need to do, and that I'm really glad she's here. And she's getting to meet some mentors and other people with deafblindness that she realizes that she really can do anything that she wants to do.
Colleen.
I want him to go to college, and I want him to, you know, independently live and hopefully have a family. Yeah.
Yeah. We want, as
Jose junto a Colleen.
I know it's a cliche, you know, of a normal life, but, you know, as much as he can get out of this life and to do it on his own, to be independent, you know, to have a family.
Devra
The
Harvey.
best thing about having a transition program is that you start early.
Alabama
Transition
Helen
is
Keller
so
School.
important because of everything that needs to be done. It's a process like anything else. You have to start at a certain time and do certain things in order to get a finished product. So we start at 14 doing different things. At 16 we do different things. At 18 we do different things. So at 21 things should be in place. And so the kids can go into another program or whatever.
When I look at transition, I look at transition as life-changing.
Diane Haynes.
It's not about getting a job or going to school. It's about how do I change my perception of myself? How do I grow in terms of my self-perception and how others perceive me? You see, I'm a very big picture person. I want to help people realize their dreams. But for so many of these young people, they don't know how to dream. They're not sure what to dream because their experiences have been so limited. I think my job is to help them see their potential, to help them to dream in the first place, and then help them realize those dreams. Because it's about transitioning for a lifetime.